Hello, everyone. Minister Jane Stanley from Universal Life Church Ministry. This video is protected under the Fourth Amendment and our constitutional, or not the Fourth Amendment, the First Amendment for right to report. Individuals can be an independent reporter, and we should not have our voices silenced. Now, this reporter asked about, could Donald Trump open up the country?
Reopen right now, the same way that it's up to the states to shut it down. It's up to them to reopen.
I have great authority if I want to use it. I would rather have the states use it. I would rather, and this is so shocking for me. A lot of people are saying, wow, he's really very reasoned, isn't he? A lot of people are shocked. They think I'd do it. I have absolute authority to use it. But so far, our relationship with governors and the job they're doing, I haven't had to do it. Would I do it if I saw a state that was out of control and they didn't have the stay-at-home policy? I would do it in a heartbeat. Jeff?
So is he saying that if there's a state that refuses to stay at home, that he won't open the country up? Donald Trump, I think you need to explain a little bit more on this. Over a hoax of a fake pandemic. If this was really about saving the children, why is New Jersey threatening parents?
They deem, remember this,
New Jersey Department of Children and Family Services today encouraged parents across the state to consider temporary guardianship options for their children in the event they become ill and incapacitated with COVID-19. This COVID-19 is less deadly than the influenza flu. Then we have people like Bill Gates and Dr. Tedros here, who earlier said that if people made this coronavirus political, there's going to be a lot more body bags. So did he just threaten the United States? And let me pull that video up. Let's see. Hopefully I can find it. Oh, I'm going to have to try and find it again. Okay, I think this is it. Wait, no. That's not it either. People. Oh, and this is the ball that Putin gave to Donald Trump. And that kind of looks like an image of the coronavirus. This is a bad picture. But let's see if we can't get a... Oh. This is a fight that happened at Walmart over hand sanitizer. What happens when meat runs out, when milk runs out, because our farmers are being forced to dump milk because they said we can't bring it to the grocery store? Then we have to consider, was the dumping of the milk really a government ploy to create a food shortage? Then the media and our Congress comes on TV and tells us that we're buying too much, that we have created this shortage.
Donald Trump will be the 45th president of the United
Let's see.
States thought it was their turn to head it. China put in strong support. And instead of holding China accountable for its lies and deceptions about this virus, which caused it to turn into a pandemic, Tedros, who likes to be called Dr. Tedros, I might add, he has a PhD in global health, decided to attack the United States and President Trump. This guy has to get out, and we need an accountable international health organization to be created.
This commentary by Wayne Root sums up our current situation better
Oh,
than anything
that's-
I've watched, read, or listened to so far. Let me know if you agree.
Well, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in my keynote address today here in Atlanta at the Quadruple AI, and that is emerging and re-emerging infections, a perpetual challenge. And the message is there have always been new and re-emerging infections. There are right now. We're experiencing them right now with Zika, and we recently just had the experience with Ebola. And in the future, there always will be emerging and re-emerging infections. And the point that I'm going to make is that since this is the season in Washington when there's the transition of administrations, that I was asked prior to the swearing in of the various members of the cabinet to partake in a briefing of the cabinet about what kinds of surprises or threats they may encounter in the first year of a new administration. You know, things like regular terror with bombs and bullets.
Also to the
another
Clinton Foundation.
Hurricane Sandy, cyber attacks, and emerging and re-emerging
This
infections.
is from Weeping Angel
and
2.
emerging and re-emerging infections.
And the re-emerging infections, if you wear a mask and you breathe out those viruses and breathe them back in, they're saying that you can get infected again. And natural viruses, you cannot get infected that way. The engineered viruses, I believe they're putting them in the vaccines, and then when we get ill, they're blaming a zoonotic transfer. And when we have complete, almost 80 to 100% complete transfer of DNA in a supposed mutation, that is reverse engineering.
And emerging and re-emerging infection.
I take that back. It could be reverse engineering. I grew different types of bacteria in our science class with E. coli as the vector to reproduce what I was trying to make.
The director of NIAID, the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, 32 years ago, actually 33 years ago in 1984. And when I came in, Reagan was president, and the emerging infection that we hit then was AIDS. And it seems interesting and somewhat almost ludicrous that it was from AIDS to Zika. So it's like A to Z.
If I was the
And these viruses are patented, and the only way you can patent a virus is if it is manually manipulated. They want your children. New Jersey, I showed you the diagram, or not the diagram, but the letter sent out to parents saying that they need to think about putting their kids in foster care if they come down with COVID-19. Are you mad yet? Are you willing to fight for your family? This is not right. This is a violation of Title 18 U.S. Code 241, conspiracy to violate rights, and Title 18 U.S. Code 242, violation of rights under the color of law. And when these people, him and Dr. Brick, say that they are going to manipulate the death numbers by saying that if somebody is diagnosed, and you could be asymptomatic, you can have no symptoms, but if you have that COVID test, which is 47 to 80% false positives, that death is now considered a COVID death. This is illegal, this is immoral, and this is malpractice. Donald Trump, we need an investigation, and I want you to represent me in a lawsuit.